What would happen if Dust Tail Sans had more prep time? This question was asked by many people, but one of these many people gave us an awesome answer to this question. I of course talking about Hyperdust and not Dust Sans. Hyperdust is an OC made by TheOnlyDust and UnderfreshFan and is currently owned by the original creators and GoofyAhhRay alongside DRS Animations, having a sort of co-ownership over it. He is a Dust Sans, where he, in this timeline, has murdered everyone and was able to finally killing Frisk and Chara and continues his murderous rampage throughout the multiverse and timelines to rid of all Charas and Frisk in the entire multiverse, after escaping from his own timeline after killing every single monster in his timeline. But how exactly came this timeline to be? How exactly was Hyperdust Sans born? Well, thanks to the stories made by DRS Animations, we have a somewhat idea of how exactly this happened. You see, after the human committed the genocide run for the 10,963 times, or how I would like to call it, having mastered the achievement No Life, Sans started to remember everything. And since the human hasn't fallen down, he decided to change the flow of history by starting his own little genocide. Like I mentioned before, the human didn't fall down, so Sans this timeline had a lot more time to be prepared for the humans. So he started to kill every single monster in the underground. And thanks to his prep time, he was even able to find all the monsters that even the human didn't found on his genocide run, and as a result killed them all. He also entered certain areas the human even couldn't reach and killed more monsters. At the end, Sans reached a level of violence neither human nor monster could ever reach, a level of 20, which he even surpassed and reached a level of 21. As a reminder, in the Canon Undertale universe, level 20 was the maximum of LV one could gather. So it's no wonder that when the human finally enters the underground, that they were completely confused. No one was in the ruins, no one was in the underground, and they were able to enter new territories, while well-known territories like the Judgment Hole were cut off thanks to Sans' rampage to the underground. Even though the human did their best to search the entire underground, they could never find a single monster, nor Sans. As they entered the Judgment Hole and afterwards the throne room, they didn't find Asgore, but more worryingly, they didn't find the 6 remaining souls, and I noticed that the barrier was already gone. So the humans searched and searched until it was night, and when they entered the Judgment Hole once again, they saw a well-known face that they saw for the 10,692 times, this being the face of the murderer, the hyper-murderer Sans. It is implied that Sans also absorbed the souls and was able to go to the surface and continue there his killing spree, because now his level is not 21 but 98. And by the way, the human searched everywhere in the entire underground and they didn't find a single monster. So their LV is still on 1. So you can already imagine who won this fight. It's basically Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. So after Sans was able to defeat the human, we can assume that he left this timeline and continue his genocidal maniac behavior on other timelines and universes, because throughout heaven and earth, he alone is the dusty one. He was so dusty in fact that he gained, according to the co-creator, so much power that he would be considered on the level of low up to high hyperversal. But then again, I am not a power scaler. Who is a power scaler, however, is the goat Alterna, who made a video about how strong Hyperdust is. So if you're interested in this video, I put it down in the description so that you can watch it and make your own picture of how strong Hyper Sans is. But for now, I wish you all a bloody good day, and please watch my Dust Tail Sans video.